Good morning, students. Welcome to Bindu Dhadwal chemistry lessons. Today we'll be doing some objective type questions from the chapter coordination compounds of your book. So let us begin. The first question is, name a coordination compound present in human body. So answer is hemoglobin. It's a compound of iron. It is present in our body. Next question. What name is given to the phenomena of existence of two or more compounds with the same chemical formula but different arrangement of atoms? So answer is isomerism. The phenomena when two compounds have the same formula but different arrangement of atoms. Give an example of double salt. So example is ferrous sulfate, ammonium sulfate, hexa aqua, 6 water. It's known as Mohs salt. To how many double atoms, how many donor atoms the central ion is linked in didentate ligands? So it's linked to 2 donor atoms. A didentate ligand, for example, ethylene diamine has 2 amino groups where nitrogen has lone pair of electrons and it donates it to the central metal ion. So 2 atoms will ligate. What name is given to the ligands that can ligate through 2 different atoms one at a time? It's ambidentate ligand. For example, cyanide can attach through carbon as well as nitrogen. Name the type of isomerism shown when ambidentate ligands are attached to central metal ion. So it is called linkage isomerism, as ambidentate ligand can attach through carbon and nitrogen. So the 2 isomers differ in the atom by which they are attached. What is denticity of oxalate ion? Oxalate ion has 2 donor oxygen, negatively charged oxygen atoms, so it's bidentate, so denticity is 2. Hemoglobin is a complex compound of which metal atom? Answer is iron. Which complex is of cobalt is vital for human growth? So it's vitamin B12. This complex is also known as cobalamin. Which field is present around ligands in a coordination compound? So it's a crystal field. It causes the d orbitals to split into a set of 2 orbitals, 3 of one energy and 2 of another energy. The field is called crystal field. Which coordination compound is used to estimate the hardness of water volumetrically? It is EDTA, ethylene diamine tetraacetic acid or tetraacetate. Which effect in coordination compound is responsible for formation of 5 or 6 membered ring? It is chelate effect. When a compound is having more than one donor site, both the donor atoms will give electrons to the central metal atom and form a ring-like compound. Chelate in Greek is derived from the word chel, meaning claw. Which ligand is used in treatment of lead poisoning? It's EDTA. Which platinum complex is used in the treatment of cancer? It's cisplatin. Can we call metal carbonyls as organometallics? Yes, because organometallics are compounds in which organic compounds donate pair of electrons to the central metal ion. So when the bond is between metal and organic part, it is organometallic compound, and in case of metal carbonyls, carbon monoxide gives electrons to metal, and also in turn metal, the electrons of filled orbital of metal give back electrons to carbon monoxide, thus making it stable. Name the bonding present in metal carbonyls. It's synergic bonding, means electrons are given as well as taken from carbon monoxide. Chlorophyll is a complex of which metal atom? Magnesium is the answer. What name is given to solvation isomerism if water is present as a solvent? It's called hydrate isomerism. In which physical state double salts are most stable? It's solid state. Which type of isomerism is common in complexes with coordination number 4 and 6? So it is geometrical isomerism. So complexes, for example, platinum can be cis if the two ligands are placed adjacent to each other, and will be called trans if they are placed opposite to each other. This is geometrical isomerism. Which property is responsible for optical isomerism in complexes? It's chirality. The compound will contain at least one carbon atom to which the four groups attached are different from each other. Such a carbon is called chiral carbon atom, and the phenomena is called chirality, and the compound so formed differs from its mirror image in terms to response to plane polarized light. One will bend the plane polarized light to right, the other to left. So these isomers are called optical isomers, because optic means light. They differ in behavior towards plane polarized light. What is the coordination number of iron in K4FeCN6? So coordination number can be found out by the number of ligands to which the central metal ion is attached. We can see that 6 cyanide ions are attached to iron, so coordination number is 6. Which magnetic behavior is possessed by the ion hexaamine chromium 3 positive? So the atomic number of chromium is 24, and in this compound, because ammonia is neutral, so the oxidation state will be X plus 6 into 0 is equal to 3, or X is equal to 3. So in 3 oxidation state, we find out that the configuration is reduced to 3d3. The configuration of chromium with 24 electrons is argon 18, 3d5, 23, and 4s1, 24. So when it loses 3 electron, 1 from here and 2 from here, 3 electrons are left, 3d3. So as in the 5d orbitals, only 3 have to be placed, so we can place 1 electron in 1d orbital. So as a result, these are unpaired, so the behavior will be paramagnetic behavior. How many geometrical isomers does platinum diamine dichloridoplatinum have? So it has 2 isomers. One will be cis, where they are adjacent to each other, the same ligands, and other will be trans, where they are opposite to each other. What is the relationship in the following 2 complex compounds? Tetraamine dichlorido cobalt nitride and tetraamine chlorido nitro cobalt chloride. So when they will dissolve in water, they will produce different ions. So they have different ions, so the isomerism is ionization isomerism. K3COF6 is a high spin complex. So that means the fluoride ligand is a weak field ligand and will not cause pairing of electrons. So the inner d orbitals are fully occupied with 1 electron each. As a result, to accommodate 6 fluoride ligands, the outer d orbitals will participate in hybridization. So the hybridization state of cobalt in this complex will be sp3d2. d2 is placed afterwards because outer d orbitals are involved in bond formation and not the inner ones. How many ions are formed when tetraamine copper sulfate is dissolved in water? So the complex does not break down. It will form only 1 ion, and sulfate will form 1 ion. So in all, 2 ions will be formed when it is dissolved in water. What type of ligand is ethylene diamine? So ethylene diamine has 2 nitrogen atoms which have lone pair of electrons which can donate to the central metal ion. So because it can be donated from 2 sides, it's a bidentate or didentate ligand. Which geometry is exhibited by the complex hexaamine cobalt 3+ ion? So because the coordination number is 6, the geometry is octahedral. So that's all in today's video. If you like the video, please do share and subscribe. Thank you. Have a nice day.